See him a beast when you hear that sound like yeah, beat on the beat when you hear that sound like woo. Yeah, bitch and the champ only need one round like ha. Yeah, me, I'm a G-Ring, he in the sound like
Mike Owens here, today I'm joined by Oban Elliott, who returns to action Saturday night, Cage Warriors Dublin versus James Sheehan. Oban, always a pleasure. How are things with you today?
I'm good, mate. Just fucking, it's a waiting game, cutting weight, but it's all good. It's not even that. It's just another fucking day in the office. I am laid back. I'm not laid back. I'm horizontal, as I'm saying.
You very much have an ability to kind of stay calm, and I think you're one of those people who hates that. Obviously, you need to train and have the training camp, but you kind of hate that 6, 8, 10, 12 weeks of just waiting, don't you? How excited are you to get around Saturday night?
Yeah, I mean, it's not even like I'm excited. I'm like, I'm not like, I enjoy it, but I'm not fucking like bouncing off the walls. I can't wait to get in there. I'm like, I guess I'll be excited when I'm there, but I feel like I've mastered a way of dealing with this now, for me anyway. And I just go literally day by day. I even go like by like time of day. So I even go by like morning, then afternoon, then evening. So I don't even go by day. I don't focus on getting through a full day. I focus on getting through like a part of the day at a time. So it's almost like because I used to just like, this is why I used to hate the training camps, because it'd be like 8 weeks out, and then I'd be just focusing on I'd just be thinking about the one fight day, and then forget about that whole 8 weeks in the middle. So now I just fucking just plod along. I don't like cutting weight though, but this one's I'm not as hangry as I usually am. So
I can well imagine.
yeah.
I guess the key difference for this fight between maybe the ones in 2022 is that it's fight week and you've got your original opponent still scheduled. So how does it feel to actually be fighting the man that you signed the contract for in the first place?
Yeah, I signed it in December, so yeah, that's fucking. I can't remember the last time that happened. It was. Oh no, it has it. Oh no, I had loads. I had a few before that. McManus was a bit touch and go. That took like 3 times. But yeah, fucking hell, yeah, I guess you are right, because I've been able to just focus on. Whereas beforehand, like the fucking weight cut would kind of be like, well, what am I doing? I my weight high enough. If it was like 10 days out, I'd be like, right, well, I'm not gonna cut too much now. In case then no one can middleweight can fight, and then I'm too small to take a middleweight fight, which is what happened. Is why I ended up at middleweight. So I think this is why like this process has gone like clockwork. I feel I'm happy with how it's going so far. But as I said, we get through morning, afternoon, and night at a time. So we'll see how see how I feel in a couple of hours. I'm sure I might be fucking. We'll see.
Well, I appreciate you doing this interview on fight week, a couple of days away, considering what you're talking about there about how you'll probably feel tomorrow night or Friday morning. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Clued up other than some of these other fucking baboons.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the opponent, James Sheehan. I've seen you do a couple of face-to-face interviews, face-off interviews with him. I know there's a lot of mutual respect between you both, but just size him up for me as an upcoming opponent.
Just another fucking bloke. Just another fucking guy who could walk in my gym at any moment, and I'd be like, "Oh, what's happening, mate? You right?" And then I'd spar him and I'd deal with him the same way anyone would fucking walk in my gym, kind of thing. It's just like a nice guy. He's a respectful guy, but he doesn't like the individual himself. He really is kind of irrelevant at this point. I grew up on a time where you didn't know who you. Man, I sound like a veteran now, but I guess this is the fact. I grew up in a time when you didn't know who you were fighting until you turned up. When I was a kid, kickboxing. So you train for this competition, you get to the competition, you might have 2 or 3 fights in one day, but you might have 2 fights, and you haven't got a clue. You're trying to figure out in that whole fucking hole that you're in who you're fighting, and then you're like, oh shit, it's him. So the opponent itself don't really make a difference to me. He's just in the way.
Can I ask you an honest question? Because you have a very unique outlook on things like this. Like, you don't hear many fighters say shit like that. So I'm
Really?
wondering, I don't think so. I think a lot of fighters, if I ask them that question, they'll give me a detailed breakdown of what they do well. And you seem to be very nonchalant about the opponent. So what I
Oh,
want to,
yeah.
no, what I guess what I
Yeah.
want to know is do you think that everybody thinks like you and is just putting on an act, or do you think you're unique in the way that you view the fight game?
I think people do like break opponents down.
Mm.
I've broken down, but there's nothing that I want to come out here and discuss. I don't want to. I've broken down, and there's been opponents that I think I can walk through. There's been opponents that I think I'm like, oh fuck. I don't know what he is. I just know that if look, I'm getting on a plane to go over there. It makes it more difficult for him to beat me. The fact, the effort I'm gonna have to put in to actually get to this fight, getting on a plane, doing this, doing that. He's just got a hell of a job on his hands. I don't really look at. I couldn't really give him a second thought. I'll be
Mm.
honest.
I think with that being said, though, I think I saw an interview of yours where you said that James Sheehan's made you a better fighter and maybe even
Yeah,
a better
that.
man. So can you
Yeah,
elaborate on
that
that
is.
one?
I said that to him. I
Yeah,
wanted
you
him to
did.
know that one. Because like I feel like I've fallen in love with training again. Like I used to love the training, like then. I used to love training and fucking doing like this MMA sessions, but I used to hate the fucking. It used to feel like a slog and a grind, and now I've took the fight element out of it. I've took the fucking romance out of it and turned it into a bit more of just a lifestyle, I guess. Not that it wasn't my lifestyle before, but I detached from this big finale where all the fucking I don't this result. I'm not thinking about the result of this fight. This is a part of my journey in the process. I'm not stressing. I am all good. He's just. I guess he has made me a better man, but it just so happened he's the guy who's made me a better man. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Could have been fucking anyone. So
Little bit of a technical difficulty there, but Oban, you were talking a little bit about the fact that Sheehan's made you a better fighter. Obviously, with that being said, the main event is the welterweight title, the title fight in your division. Does that add any motivation fighting on the same card as that? Because we've talked, there's been okay, well, you're shaking your head, so why does that not add any extra motivation?
sorry, because they're just men. They're just men. Like I've seen fucking 3 men walk past me now, and they are just men who get on with their lives. So the fact that someone's fighting for a title or whatever really, really, really does not make me think any differently about the event or the occasion or the man himself. So no, because I'm like, yeah, we'll see how good I am. We'll see. I've said this fucking saying like loads of times now. I see the line in the sand. Time to find out who I am, and I couldn't sum it up even more than that. We'll see how good I am. I think I've put myself in a position now where I can really represent myself in the best way, mentally, physically. I feel like maybe it's all coming together. I feel like maybe it's all. This is it. This is really where everyone's going to be like, oh my god, this is what it's all. This is what this fucking Oban Elliott guy's all about. Maybe this is the time. There's only one way to fucking find out, and that is on Saturday night in a fucking lock cage in front of loads of people. So, yeah.
With that being said, there's been some rumblings that this could be a title eliminator. If that is the
Yeah.
case, how does it feel to be one fight away from the Cage Warriors title fight?
Oh, right. I feel it's spot on. Maybe this is why I'm so relaxed about it, because I feel like finally I'm in my position. Whereas before it was stressful going up the ranks, taking these tough fights, shooting up the ranks, trying to shoot up the ranks. Now it's there in front of me. I'm like, I fucking got you now. Finally. Do you know what I mean? Finally, there you are. Now we can fucking unleash the beast, rather than like be stressing about all sorts of stuff. Now I'm like, right, there you are. You can. time to play the game. Do you know what I mean?
I do. With that
Yeah.
being said, I want to talk about something a little bit different. I don't presume you've been asked about this. But Saturday night we saw the Welsh Wizard in action. Joe Cordina get the win the world title, re-win
Now
his world
that's
title.
motivation. That's motivation because I was like sat in my bed, fucking bouncing up and down watching that. Now that is motivation. That's motivating. Watching that, watching that fight, I was looking in his eyes, and he never looked like 1 second he was gonna fucking lose that fight, Joe. He was in his eye. He wanted it. He took it. He didn't just go out and compete. He fucking took it.
Yeah.
And that's what I love that. And fucking Gavin Gwynn on the card as well, getting a stoppage, and it was that's motivation. It makes you realise you bleed the same blood as them boys, and there they are doing it. So there's no fucking saying that. There's nothing saying I can't do it. So yeah, that was big motivation.
Turning the conversation back to yourself, if the world wakes up on Sunday the 30th of April and the newspapers and the headlines are saying Oban Elliott pitch perfect performance, what does that mean? What can you describe what the perfect performance would be on Saturday night?
Well, number one, I wouldn't be surprised if that was the headline, and number two, I don't know. I've definitely got a plan. It's like something I'm keeping under my fucking hat. It's in a way I just think this is going to be a fucking masterpiece. I genuinely have a feeling it's going to be a masterpiece, but who fucking knows? Who knows? Maybe it's a fight to the death. Maybe it's I don't know what it's going to be, but you got to go with your gut, haven't you?
Yeah.
When you get that feeling, and I can't say I've ever felt like this before. So I think everything's come into place for a reason now, and this is going to be the fucking one so far. Do you know what I mean?
I do, mate. Well, last one from me. If James Sheehan gets a chance to watch this, or indeed the rest of the Cage Warriors welterweight division, Reece McKee or Jimmy Warlord, what's your message to the welterweight division?
You all know I'm the man. You all know I've been the man, and you've probably sat there at times and gone, "How is that? How is this happening to him?" Well, here I am, and when I get off that plane, and I'm in Dublin, and we're all in that hotel together, there's fucking one king there, and it is me, 100%. And that is no disrespect to him, right? Because they're all legends. I even want to say Jimmy's the king because you got to respect your elders, but yeah. I just don't think that. I just think I'm the man, and that's not in an arrogant way. I'm ready to lose. I'm ready to die. I'm ready to get completely cleaned out, and I feel like that plays a part into feeling the way I feel because I'm ready to die. And there's a great quote. My message is to the welterweight division: born to fight, fight to kill. Ready to die, but I never will. And that's it.
I love it. Well, I think that's the perfect place for us to end, mate, because I know you're a busy man. I know you've got a busy schedule ahead of you this week. Listen, best of luck this Saturday night. You know everyone. Certainly myself. I can't speak for the rest of Liverpool, but I'm rooting for you, and the country of Wales is right behind you. So go out and prove to the world how good you are.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that a lot, mate. Thank you.